In the South Pacific Ocean lies an island nearly cut off from the rest of the world, Pitcairn. This small island, only 3 miles long and 1 mile wide, is home to a population of just 47 people today. Life in isolation is sustained by the island's natural abundance. Fish, breadfruit, and bananas provide the means of survival. The island's inhabitants are descendants of the mutineers from the HMS Bounty in the 18th century, along with their Tahitian wives. For centuries, this community, separated from the outside world, appeared to have built a self-sufficient paradise. But like any paradise, this place had its shadows. Since 1887, Pitcairn has been governed as part of the British Commonwealth. The islanders hold British passports and sustain themselves through limited trade, notably with their famous postage stamps. Pitcairn is so cut off from the outside world that any visitor must endure weeks of travel to reach it. However, the isolation that sustained the island also brought loneliness and hardship, eventually creating deep wounds in the social fabric. In 2004, Pitcairn faced its greatest crisis. 9 male islanders were charged with sexual assault and rape of underage girls. These abuses had been ongoing for years, hidden by the island's isolated structure. From the perspective of the islanders, such behavior was accepted as part of their ancient Pacific traditions. But according to British law, these acts were serious crimes deserving heavy penalties. The revelations of these crimes showed the outside world that Pitcairn, often seen as a paradise, had in fact experienced a profound moral collapse. As the courts uncovered details of the sexual assaults, the islanders rejected the charges. They argued that in their culture and isolated lifestyle, these relationships were considered normal. The islanders believed that colonial powers were using the trial to impose control over them. Courtrooms remained empty as the islanders refused to follow the proceedings. For them, the place outsiders called paradise was their own world, governed by their own rules, and now threatened by external interference. Yet the justice system could not ignore the island's self-contained structure. After years of trials, half of Pitcairn's male population was sentenced to prison. The prison sentences shook the island's economy and social order. Steve Christian, the island's mayor and a direct descendant of the legendary mutineer leader Fletcher Christian, was convicted on 5 counts of rape. Pitcairn's future faced great uncertainty after this trauma. The story of Pitcairn Island illustrates how a community cut off from the world can experience moral decline, showing that isolation can create not only physical but also moral distance. What happened on this small island is a warning of how isolation and separation from societal norms can deeply alter a community. The islanders may have thought they were building paradise, but in reality, they might have been creating their own hell. These events raise profound questions about justice and morality. Can the freedom that isolation brings also lead to deviations from societal norms and moral decay? The lost paradise of Pitcairn Island offers a stark answer to these questions. Isolation creates not just physical but also moral loneliness.